Hi guys, back again. This is video 5 of 6. We're nearly coming to an end of these videos and we are going to utilize the hoop today, which we haven't done just yet. I just dropped the ball. So similar to what we done in the last video with the bowls, we were trying to get it close as possible to the blue ball on the cone. Now this time we're going to do something similar, only we're going to try and get it in this hoop. Okay, so we'll put the cones about 5 meters down where Amy's standing, and she's going to try and roll the ball into the hoop and have the ball stay in the hoop. And if it comes out of the hoop, it doesn't count. Okay, so similar to last time, we're going to have about 10 goes with a good hand, so you can get the most points in the 10 goes with a good hand, and then we're going to switch over and try it with our weaker hand. Now this is just a nice little cool game again, just to get us started. Okay, so here goes. Amy's going to demonstrate first and foremost. Demonstration is very important. Okay, she's going to start there, nice and gentle, and she's going to hopefully do next time a bit better. Alright, so here goes. Going to start with our 10 goes first. Remember, you can put the cones closer together. I'm just giving you a rough example. This can be done in the garden like we're trying to do here. It can be done in a field, and maybe even indoors in your hallway, because you won't be throwing the ball too hard anyway. Okay, so here goes. So here we go again. When you're not paying attention. No. No. So again, it's challenging because the surface isn't quite straight. So that's okay. It just makes it more difficult. You got to think a bit more outside the box. So we're going to go again. First go up, 0-0. Too hard. Two goals, still no points. No. No, so what we're going to do is put the cones closer. Going to put the cones a bit closer to try that time. This way it might be a bit more easier. Let's have a look. In and out.
Oh, just.
So this is similar to like what we were doing with the accuracy one. It's something like you'd see maybe at a fun fair or somewhere like that. It's quite a tough challenge. And we have a first point. So first 1 out of 4. Now it's my 4th go. Well done. Good job. Nope. Not so good at this bowl. Orientated games. No, close.
Yeah.
So now you have to use your weak hand. No, I'm joking, don't worry. We'll do it next time. I can't even get it in when we're good. Oh,
I think you've got it's more of a
6.
volley.
Took my time, I got a little bit closer. Oh, too hard.
Oh, too hard. You would have been in, I think.
Much more difficult. No, 7. Wow. Not doing too good at this. Hopefully you're doing better at home than we are.
Oh.
Oh. 8 and 0 scored.
I've scored one.
Well, you scored 1.
Oh. 9.
Right, last one for me. I need to get this. Oh. As you can see, that was very difficult, very challenging. So what I suggest you would do is put it very close, a bit closer. So what we're going to do is we're going to try again with a weaker hand, but we're going to put the yellow cones much closer. In fact, we're going to stand where the white cones are right now. We're going to stand in between there because it is very challenging. If you've been doing well at it so far, brilliant. You've been doing better than me. But we're going to try again with a weaker hand. It's very soft. It has to be very soft and underarm, okay? Now we're going to try again and see how we get on with a weaker hand. A lot closer this time. Too hard. There we go. Much easier when you put it a bit closer.
Oh.
Weaker hand, Amy.
Oh, sorry.
Weaker hand, cheater.
Sorry.
There you go.
This bit.
That's where we're allowed to stand. In between. Oh.
Don't blow it out.
There we go. See, it becomes a lot easier when you put it a bit closer.
Oh.
For some people. 4 out of 4. I have. You haven't.
No, I've got one so far. 1 out of 5.
5 out of 5.
You better with your belt on.
Closer. Because it's closer, it's easier.
2 out of 6.
Ah! Missed. Oh! Yes. 7.
Oh.
Oh! What? 7, 9. Last one each.
That was my last one, wasn't it?
Think so. And there you go. So, as you can see, the closer you put the cones, the easier it gets. So, if you're becoming increasingly good at it, then all you got to do is put the cones further back and try again, okay? Now, if your partner's very good and you're not so good, maybe get them to use a weaker hand, maybe have them go from the yellow cones and you a bit closer in the white cones. So that's just another way that you can use the hoop. Now, another little game we're going to set up as to how you can use the hoop is as follows. The little stand that we used last week for the pole, or the last video for the pole, we're going to use this for the hoop because that's what it's actually for. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to set it up, and then we're going to set up another little game. I'll demonstrate in 2 seconds. So, let me take that coat and put it up there with me. Have you got it where we were last time? So your hoop will look a lot better than mine. I've actually made this out of a piece of wood that's in the back garden because I don't know what I've done with my hoop, so I do apologise. But this little game, you can't quite see this cone. We're going to have 1 cone this side and 1 cone the other side, and the white bit is in the middle. Okay, and you have the hoop in the middle. And what we're going to be doing is taking turns to try and throw it through the hoop. Okay, so it's going to be nice and slow to begin with, and with your stronger hand. So every time you get it through the hoop, it's a point. Okay, so we're just going to take turns doing it until about 3 or 4 minutes, 5 minutes, and then after that we'll count the scores. Whoever's got the highest score wins. And after that we're going to progress it on to be a little bit more energetic, because last week we didn't use that much energy. So this week we're going to speed it up a little bit and then use a bit more energy. Okay, so here goes.
Does it need to bounce?
No, it doesn't need to bounce. Go ahead. Good. Good. 1-1. Good. Good. Woo.
Oh.
No, miss. My go. My go, don't you? Don't you? Oh, whoa. I missed. As you can tell, this makeshift hoop is hanging on for dear life. Whoop. And it goes again. Now your hoop will be much better than this one, so I do apologise. Good. Good.
Oh, miss.
And just hits it. Okay. Move on. So, as you can see, that's just another little game you can play with the hoop. We're not going to do too much with this because this hoop's obviously not as good as your hoop would be. But take your time to play this game, okay? You can basically practice your accuracy on how you throw through the hoop and also catching. So at the end of it, try and catch it on maybe 1 or 2 bounces. So if I threw it through the hoop, you know, I want Amy to try and catch it when it only bounces once or twice, okay? Now we're going to move on to another little game. We're going to, instead of using the hoop, we're going to use the pole because it's a bit more sturdy. Now you can use the hoop at home if you wish, okay? It's going to be the same kind of game, it's just using different materials. So if you want to put the pole in, in the middle. Now I think you remember this last week, we were trying to hit the pad that was on the pole, okay? Now this time we're going to make it a little bit more intense, okay? So one of us is going to be in the other yellow cone, that's going to be a starting point, and the other one's going to be up this side, okay? And what we're going to be doing is trying to hit the pole or the hoop, depends on what you've got. Now, this time it's going to be a bit of a rush, okay? So we're going to be racing as fast as we can to get it as many times as we can. And you can do this for, again, set your timer to like 5 minutes, but we're going to do this for approximately 3 to 4 minutes, maybe more. And we're going to demonstrate what we're going to do in a moment before we actually get going. So we're going to have a ball each for starters. So where's my ball? My ball. I've lost my ball. Hello, ball.
There.
Okay, got it. Right, good. So all we're going to be doing is racing to try and hit the stick as many times as possible. Now, if you knock the stick down and you're the one who hit it, so if I hit it, I have to be the one who lifts it back up, okay? And then you have to go and retrieve your ball and come back to your cone before you can hit it again, okay? So we'll just practice. Be careful not to crash into each other. That's very important. Okay, off go. That's a race, so we can just go. Oh, we both hit it. We both hit it. We both hit that one. Yes. Oh. Oh. So I've hit it twice. Amy's hit it once. I've got back so I get another goal, but I missed it. And she's hit it. 2-2. Ah! We just crashed. She missed. Kick a ball away. Yes.
Oh, where's going?
3-2 to me, and I'm back again before she's back. Yes. 4-3. Where's the ball? Where's the ball? Where's the ball? I lost my ball. Oh, I found it. Oh, she missed. I've hit it again. Oh. 5-3. I got back again. I missed. Back again. Yes, 6-3. Boom. 7-3. I'm back again. She's getting too slow. Oh, I missed. See there? 7-3.
Oh,
Oh, I missed. 7-3. 7-3. She missed again. Oh, I missed again. I'm back before she's back. Oh, I missed. That's it.
yeah.
7-4. Keep going, 2 more minutes. Yeah. Eight, 4. Anybody looking at us next door think we're crazy.
I did hit that.
9, 5. Get tired. Missed.
Here's my ball.
9, 5. We'll go the first to 15. Oh no. Missed. No. Missed. Yes. 11, 5. Come on, you gotta catch up. You're getting slow. 11, 5. Oh, 11, 6. 11, 7. Oh, 11, 12, 6. I hit it. I touched it. Just touched it. Oh. 12, 6. She's lost the ball. There's no chance. Oh, I've missed. Oh, 12, 7. Oh. Remember, if it's the hoop, the same thing applies. Yeah. 13, 7. I've got to get 2 more points to win. 1 more.
I hit that.
14, 8. Alright, this is the one to win. 15, 8. So, that's a bit different, isn't it? A bit more energy used, and if you're unfortunate enough to throw your ball and it's gone stuck in the hedges, gone too far, then you've got to go and quickly get it, otherwise the other person's going to get an extra 2 or 3 shots. Okay? So it's important there not to throw it too hard, because the harder you throw it, if it misses, the further the ball is going to go away. And the further the ball goes away, then the more running you have to do to go and retrieve it. Okay? So it's important to be sensible. Throw it nice and gently. Give yourself the best chance to hit it. But also, if you miss, you don't have to go too far to get the ball. Okay? So we're going to do that again. Amy won't be happy about this because she doesn't want to run. But we're going to do it anyway. This time we're going to use our weaker hand. Okay? So we're going to go first to 10. Okay? Using our weaker hand. Now remember, it doesn't have to be the pole. This again, it could be like a broom or a brush that you've got in the house. Otherwise, use the hoop. The hoop's the best thing to use. And if you hit the top of the hoop at all, then you get a point, okay? And you don't get anything for putting it through the hoop on this game. Now, we're going to do the same again, only we're going to be using a weaker hand this time, okay? And we're going to go to first to 10, okay? And this time, we're going to do a forfeit for the person who loses, okay? And Amy loves forfeits. I'm sure you all love forfeits. Right, here goes. Weaker hand this time. We're going to retrieve a ball, wherever they are. Oh, here we got them. Alright, I'm going to put my back a bit. 3, 2, 1, go. Yes! He did it. You're going to pick it up, aren't you? I hit it. You save your energy. 1 out of 1. Oh, missed. Ow! Yes. That's 2.
Oh, such a bad shot. Stop it.
3, 1. Oh, so close. It's literally happening. I've got a chance. She's going to get the ball. Yes, 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 yes. 4, 1. Another chance. Push. Oh. doesn't matter. Getting slower, getting more tired. 4 ones, you gotta make these count. Doesn't count if you hit the base, it doesn't count as cheating.
Is that cheat?
Oh. Oh, I'm getting tired. Oh, what is that? Oh, I'm getting worse at this now.
So close.
Maybe try a different technique. Maybe try underarm. I'm going to try underarm. Oh, no. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, what was that?
Can I?
Oh, so close. I'm changing my technique back. 4-1. 5-1. Oh, my balls came back too. I'm gonna get this one up. 5-1.
Oh,
Yeah, that touched. 6-1.
did not.
It touched it.
Didn't even hear it.
It's just a little touch. You've seen it at home. Definitely touched. 6-1. 6. That didn't touch it. 6-2. 6-2. Oh. No, 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 no. 6-2. 6-2. Yes! 7-2. I don't think I'm going to be doing no forfeit. Just saying.
Oh.
Unlucky. Oh, literally moaning. 7-2. Come on. Henry, you can come back. I believe in you. Not when you throw like that though. Oh my God.
Struggle. My worst arm.
She's getting slow now. She's give up. Can you tell? Never give up. Never give up.
Yeah.
7-3. Could be coming back. 7-3. Oh, wow. Oh. 7-4. Oh. Come back on. I told her never to give up. Oh yeah, well I can't hit her and then hit it.
No.
That was such a good shot. I should win for that. No, that doesn't count. 7-4. 8-4. 8-4. 8-4.
Oh.
I ain't getting that. Back before she's back. Yes, it counts as well.
9.
9-4. Match point.
Oh.
Match point. I'm taking my time now. You best not take your time. You can't afford to. Right, full win. Oh, you missed. Don't give up. What are you stopping for? What are you stopping for? I'm stuck. Ah! Bottom. Oh. So close.
Oh.
9-5. Is it 9-5?
Yeah, I think so.
Alright. Give me 10 now. I've got this. Ready? 9-6. Just have to whip this one. 10-6. That's actually quite energetic. Keep you fit, that one. Right. So we're going to do another forfeit. It's not going to be me doing it. Unfortunately for Amy. She's looking at me like... Right, you're going to do 10 star jumps. That's all. Off you go.
Okay.
That was 12 or 11, but that's fine.
Oh.
Okay, so catch your breath, have a little drink of water before we move on to the last game. Okay, now we haven't really used a tennis racket that much, so we're going to try and bring that in as we go into the last 15-10 minutes of this video. For our next little setup, just imagine, okay, these 4 white cones here. There. Oh, it's very difficult to do there. Oh, there. That is your net, okay, like a tennis net, okay? So if you fall into that net with the ball, then it's kind of out, okay? So you can't let the ball bounce in that area, okay? So what we're going to be doing is one of us are going to be having the pads on, and the other one is going to be just throwing the ball over, okay? So one person is going to throw the ball over the white cones, and the other one is going to hit it back with the pads. Now, it's only allowed to bounce once, okay? If it bounces more than once, then you lose a point, okay? So, we'll demonstrate, first and foremost, to give you an idea of how we're going to do it, okay? And then we're going to play a little match. And then once we've finished, we're going to switch over so that Amy's using the pads and I'm going to be using the ball, okay? Now, the boundary is only the concrete floor for us. But for you at home, you can make that much bigger because the smaller the boundary, the more difficult it is. So try and make it a little bit bigger, similar to a tennis court, I suppose. Okay, so here goes, we're going to demonstrate. Now, moving this out of the way. I made this. And I'm going to put the pads on. Now we're going to use the blue ball to start off with, much more easier. Remember what we're doing, Amy, don't we?
Yeah.
You've been practicing for a week for this. Alright, are we ready? So you don't have to be on that cone, you can be in front of it, okay? So. Right, so, as you see, I went to hit it back with one hand and it fell short. It didn't get over the white cone, so I would have lost a point there, okay? Now you can use both. It's like volleyball, similar to volleyball, isn't it? And tennis. It's kind of a mixture of volleyball, tennis, and you're kind of using a bit of reaction, so any kind of sport really. But it might be easier to use 2 hands instead of 1, so I'm going to try with 2 hands this time and see if I have more control of the ball. Right, let's go. Oh. Good, catch it, good. Go again. Okay, that was out of bounds. That was out of bounds. So because it didn't hit the concrete, I lose another point. Now the way I can win a point is if the ball bounces more than once and Amy doesn't catch it. So I hit it back. If it bounces once or more than once, so twice or 3 times, I get the point. So it's gonna be a bit more difficult for me because I'm using these. However, once we switch over, you're gonna get a chance to redeem yourself, okay? So we're gonna actually play it now. Let's go. Oh, that's in, that's in. Usually, that's in as well. I bounced twice. Doesn't matter. Just because there's obstacles in the way, it doesn't matter. Nicely, throw it nice. That's it. Oh, I had to use one hand. No good. That's it. Good. Yes. 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 Oh. Yeah. Yeah, she dropped it twice. So, what you can do to make it even more fair, I suppose, is if you do 10 goes each. So, I'll do 10 goes, or Amy will throw the ball to me 10 times. If I return it, 10 out of them 10 times, I get 10 points. Okay? Whereas if I only return it 8 times, I get 8 points. So we're going to do it properly now. So Amy's going to throw it 10 times to me, and I'm going to try and get it back over and see how many times I can do that without making a mistake. And then Amy's going to have a go and see how many points she can get. Okay? Right, let's go. Right, that's 1, 2. Oh, out of bounds. 2 out of 3. Yeah, that's just in.
Yeah.
3 out of 4. Yeah, 4 out of 5. Yeah, 6 out of 5 out of 6. Oh no!
You're out of reach. You need to come closer.
That's because you throw it away so hard. Right, what's that? 5 out of 7?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, good cover. 5 6 out of 9, I think.
6.
Is it? Okay, we'll do one more. I think I'm on 5. We'll say I'm on 5, just for kids. Okay, right. I think I got 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10. We'll switch over anyway and see how we get on.
Oh, am I staying this side, yeah?
Yeah, you can sit outside so everyone can see. Right, you ready? Good, that's 1. 2. 3. I thought you said you weren't going to be
I
good.
don't know if I was gonna.
4. Oh, unlucky. 4 out of 5.
Oh,
Oh no, 4 out of 6. Yeah, I count that. 5 out of 7. 6 out of 8. Good. Move back. I like that. Last one. Very good. Very good. So Amy wins that one. Now, what was very important to notice there was how Amy adjusted her feet. So if I threw the ball slightly, maybe too hard, she adjusted her feet, moved backwards, and then returned the ball. So it's all about staying on the balls of your feet. So in case you have to move one way, the other, forward or backwards, which was very good. I noticed that was very good. Adjusted her body. Now it's important to remember them things because in any sport you have to be on your feet, ready to move at any direction, because you don't know. If you're playing football, the ball might come over the top and you have to turn around quickly and run. If you're in tennis, you might have to run quickly to the side, so you might have to sidestep, you might have to go backwards. So it's very important to be on the balls of your feet, ready to move. Now that was similar to tennis and volleyball. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do the same kind of thing again, and this time we're going to use a tennis racket, okay? So the last little game before the last video was going to be using the tennis racket. Now with the tennis racket, obviously you're more likely you need to use a tennis ball. I don't think it's going to work with this ball, but we'll give it a go. So we're using the same area again, so that's the net as such, so you're not allowed to get the ball in there. If you want to make it more difficult, you can make these cones wider apart, so you got further to get across to make it more challenging. But we're going to try the tennis racket first of all. So we're just going to use underarm nice and gentle. I don't want to see anyone smashing it because you're going to lose the ball and you're not going to have any balls left, okay? So here goes. Do you want to start with the spatting? What? Okay. So same again, nice and gentle underarm throw, and Amy's going to underarm hit it back, and it's out of bounds. So that's 0 points.
I thought it was a demonstration.
No, demonstration. That. Good. Much better. Just your feet. Good. We'll count that. We'll count that.
Can you do backhand?
Try and just keep underarm because don't overcomplicate it. Unless you're really good at tennis, then you can do that. That's it. Good. 2 out of 3. Good. 3 out of 4. Good. 4 out of 5. Ooh. 5 out of 6. 6 out of 7. Out. Out. Andy Murray says out. Alright, 7 out of 9, is it?
Oh, yeah,
7 out of 9, I think. We'll do the last one anyway. In just. Okay, so it seems pretty easy, but I promise you it's not. Okay, it's very important to practice your underarm, and the person who's actually throwing the ball has to be very nice about it, okay? You want to see anyone throwing the ball too hard, it's got to be nice and gentle. You've got to give them a chance, okay? Now, the idea of doing this is that you practice this nice and gentle, and then if you're lucky and you have 2 of these, you can actually turn it into a match. But start really slow, make sure you understand how the basic movements is of tennis underarm to start off with, and then you can start to practice the backhand and stuff like that, and smash and stuff like that, which I'm sure most of you know. But I'm going to give it a go now. I think Amy got about 7 out of 10, so I'm going to see how I do. Now Amy's left-handed, I'm right-handed, so it's quite interesting to see how the 2 hands work, okay? So, you go throw, my go and hit. Strike. That Amy's not so nice already.
Oh, sorry.
With the throwing, trying to get me out. 2 out of 2. Ah, out. 3 out of 4. Nice, didn't just.
Just on.
5 out of 6. Yeah, 6 out of 7. Oh, what's that
sorry.
throw? 5 throw. Yeah, there's ball on top. 7 out of 8, I think that is. 6 out, I don't know. 7 out of 8, I think. 8 out of 9.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Trying to kill me.
Fell.
Yes.
Just it.
9 out of, one last one. 9 out of 10. Good. So now that you've been doing the underarm, and if you find it very easy, then you can turn it into a little game. So for the last few minutes, I'm going to show you how you can turn this into a game, because I know we only have one racket, okay? However, we do have our pads. So I'm going to put the pads on, and Amy's going to use this, okay? We're going to demonstrate how we can turn this into a tennis game with only one racket, okay? So you got to use your imagination sometimes, because not everyone has the luxury of having all this equipment. So sometimes you just got to use your imagination. That's what we're going to do here with this, okay? So for the last few minutes, we're going to play a little game of tennis using pads and this racket, okay? No, you use this and I'll use this, because I can use this as a goalkeeper. You could serve.
Okay.
Yes. 1-0. Yes, 2-0. You got to try and hit it back.
Oh.
Well, it's a tennis
I thought
game.
I was-
Come on. I like this. If I could play tennis with this,
I
I'd
thought
win.
it was just doing.
No, it's a game. No, come on.
Oh.
Excuses.
Right. Let's go then.
Oh, fine.
Let's go, Joe.
I'm not going to joke. Alright, there you go. I think it's 2-1 me. Or 30-15.
Oh. Okay, maybe I should get a bit higher.
Yeah, because it's a net. Remember, there's a net
Get my
there.
bearings. Ow.
Alright. Much more difficult using these. Just have you know. Yes! Oh!
Close.
Oh, so it's just, if we had it a little bit wider, it'd be perfect.
I know.
Yes!
Oh! 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 Oh!
Just try and keep the rally going, 'cause that was very good. Try again.
Maybe
Last
better.
couple.
Oh! Sorry.
Good, that was good.
I'm trying.
Last one. Last one.
Let's try and get this rally going. Oh! Nearly went in the bowl.
Very nice.
Do you want to swap?
No, very nice. You can swap if you want, but we'll keep practicing. Does that mean I win?
It does not mean you win.
Right, last two. Let's go.
What, 2 rallies?
Let's go. Oh, right, last one. Reaction. Oh, okay. So as you can see, there are many ways that you can use this equipment, okay? So using these, I find quite good. If you consider we've got such a small space, you know, we've done quite well to keep it in that area. So if you have a bigger space, then this would be much easier, okay? So try it, switch it over. Try not to hit them too hard. Give the other person a nice opportunity to return the ball back to you, and just try and get a nice little rally going. Well, there you go, guys. That's the 5th video, and we've demonstrated again another few ways that we can use this equipment to come up with nice fun games. Okay, so stay tuned. The last video is to come up following this one. Hope you've been enjoying it, guys, and I look forward to doing video 6. See you later.